Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin just hit a major resistance zone where we can potentially expect a significant rejection. Things could get bad really fast because now liquidity above the recent high at approximately 95,000 US dollars has actually been taken. What does it mean? People that were holding a short or a sell position, probably they are setting the stop loss exactly above the recent high. And with the push towards the upside we got yesterday, of course, we stopped out a lot of people holding their short or a sell position, and that is simply why, as of right now, potentially we might already be expecting lower targets in the next couple of days. Now, of course, I am not saying we cannot hit our golden Fibonacci ratio or our weekly high-term timeframe area of resistance, but ideally, I would like to see a rejection approximately at this specific zone, maybe already right now, maybe after hitting the golden pocket. And if we are going to go even higher, I am simply going to add even more to my short position because, yes, as of right now, I am holding a brand new short for approximately 94,600 US dollars, and simply, if we are going to go even higher, I'm going to add even more to this specific position, setting an invalidation level slightly above the area of resistance, expecting quite a significant push towards downside. Now, with my long positions, I did pay myself. I took some profits out of all of those long positions on Bitcoin, on XRP, on Ethereum, and also Nando. However, I am as of right now still going to continue holding them in a case we are actually going to break our major area of resistance towards the upside. Again, unfortunately, I do not know if we go up, if we go down. However, because we are at the area of resistance, I need to pay myself because I am not trading for free, I am trading for a profit, and additionally, because it's such a significant level, I am also betting my capital for a potential push towards the upside on the Bitcoin chart itself. And later in the video, I am even going to share with you exactly what is going to be my first take profit out of this specific short position. But nevertheless, let's zoom in a little bit on the 2-hour time frame, because I would also like to share with you something very important that a lot of people right now are not identifying yet, and it's going to be a brand new ascending channel. We can simply connect our higher highs with a diagonal area of resistance, expanding this one towards downside, and it does look like we can right now be forming some kind of an ascending channel with a higher probability of breaking towards the downside. But the reality is, this specific diagonal area of support at the moment still has not been tested. We are just creating an ascending channel connecting this specific low, which right now means we haven't gotten any retest of the area of approximately 93,000 US dollars of this specific ascending channel. And additionally, exactly at the bottom right here, we have some previous lows which are also acting as some kind of a liquidity level. So that is why I would say like that. Even if we right now do see another push towards downside, potentially we can still expect maybe even another higher high on Bitcoin, maybe even for Bitcoin to hit this major golden Fibonacci ratio and the weekly. Heck, maybe even for us to take the liquidity above the recent highs. But more about the liquidation slightly later. That is right now why I am already prepared in a case a massive drop does happen. That is why, of course, I am holding a brand new short position. But on the other hand, if we go even higher, I am still in long positions. But if we go also once again higher, I'm simply going to be adding even more to my short position on Bitcoin, maybe at approximately 96,000 US dollar area. And that is why right now I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1,000 likes are really imminent. And additionally, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Most probably right now you're wondering, what is locally speaking going to be the first bearish indication we can be aware of, where of course then we are not expecting anymore a brand new higher high for the liquidations to be taken, but actually already a significant rejection. We are simply going to pay attention to the market structure and go with a very simple theory. For the past couple of days, for the past couple of hours, we have been forming on Bitcoin very nice higher highs and also higher lows. We have a higher low right here and also another higher high. In a case now, this specific ascending channel does see a break towards the upside without seeing another bounce towards the upside, taking the liquidity above the recent highs right here. Simply what we can say, okay, the channel was broken down and we are going to look for another lower low. However, if we start forming another lower low, that also means bullish market structure, higher highs and higher lows is going to be broken and we are going to form another lower low, which then means lower high is more probable, and you can already see right here where I'm going with this, potentially left shoulder, head right here, right shoulder, some kind of a head and shoulders pattern, and of course only then we are looking for quite a significant drop towards downside, towards our first major area of support. And of course, yes, I am going to share with you exactly what is this specific support area going to be, because it is going to be my first take profit of my short resell position right here. But nevertheless, let me right now also do share with you exactly what other people are doing right now in the market, because once you pay attention to the CVD indicator and to the open interest, things are going to be very, very interesting. Open interest for the past couple of hours is pretty much staying almost flat right here, with an exception of this specific push towards downside. But nevertheless, I would definitely say that at the moment Bitcoin is forming lower highs right here, while the CVD indicator is seeing higher highs and the open interest is staying pretty much flat at this specific area, which right now means a small bearish divergence, bearish absorption is right now happening exactly at the area of 95,000 US dollars, which of course it is going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication. But why? Even though we are right now forming this bearish divergence right here, ideally I would still like to see some kind of a rotation towards the upside, maybe even at the support area mentioned before, at the bottom of our S&E channel. That is going to be because of liquidations, and that is why you should really follow me on Twitter, because already 15 minutes ago I posted a very important tweet where I said so much liquidations above the recent high, wouldn't mind seeing them wrecked before a bigger move down. I am already short though, so yes, I am holding a short position. If we go right now higher, potentially bouncing at the bottom of our S&E channel right here and seeing another push up above the high, of course, short positions are going to get completely wrecked. Personally, of course, once again, I am having my stop loss of this specific short position above the area of resistance, above our weekly, above the golden Fibonacci ratio. But nevertheless, if we go higher, I am going to be adding even more to my short position. And additionally, some people that are right now holding some more aggressive short positions with super high leverage are going to get liquidated, because what you can right here see, millions and millions of short positions is going to get wrecked at approximately 96,000 US dollar area. And surprisingly, 96,000 US dollar area, it is going to be our major weekly high term time frame area of resistance, aligning with the golden Fibonacci ratio, aligning also with the biggest volume cluster once you're measuring the entire upper price action with the volume. So this specific level is a no joke level. I definitely would not be longing right here. And also something I tweeted yesterday right here, something very, very important. If you're buying here, you better know what you're doing. Now, once again, for sure, we can break the level, we can go towards a brand new all-time high literally tomorrow. I do not know what's going to happen. However, I do know that this specific level is not the level where I'm looking for a buy position. I am paying myself off my long positions, and additionally, I even entered another short position, potentially expecting lower targets to be reached on Bitcoin in the next couple of days. And that is right now why, if you want to get a free 8,560 US dollar bonus without KYC and without VPN, click the second link down below in the description, because you're not only going to get a very nice 20% deposit bonus, but only after you register you're going to get 10 USDT completely for free. But this specific campaign is only valid by the 30th of April, so take advantage of the free bonus right here and a free deposit bonus after, of course, you deposit something on your account with the second link down below in the description. No KYC, no VPN, and of course also additionally a very nice 8,000 US dollar free bonus for you. Now, let's talk about what is going to be the first area of support that you should definitely be aware of. So ideally, we are looking for a move something like this, rejection at our area of resistance, and of course, maybe even then a bigger bounce towards the upside at the area of support, or simply if the support level right here is going to be lost, a bigger move towards downside for, of course, a bigger ABC correction I already pointed out only a couple days ago. Yes, there is still a possibility for Bitcoin forming another lower low this specific year, and of course, many people are unfortunately not going to survive something like that. But of course, yes, first of all, we trade from level to level, and that is why our first area of support on Bitcoin is right now coming in. Of course, if a bigger rejection right there, it is going to happen. We need to measure the entire bottom price action with the volume, and here you can notice value area high is coming in at approximately 88,300 US dollars. Even if we don't know that this right here is a volume level, clearly this specific area has been a very important one because we have gotten already some bigger rejections exactly from this area in the past. And also right here, we got some kind of a consolidation before Bitcoin then continued its way literally straight towards our major area of resistance. That is why right now I'm telling to you, if we do see a push towards the downside on Bitcoin in the next couple of days, in the next couple of hours, this area right here is a very important level you should definitely be aware of, where I am going to be taking some profits of my short positions. And of course, if there is going to be some kind of a sign of strength, we can still be looking for a long or a buying position on Bitcoin at approximately 88,300 US dollars. And also, another reason why you should right now be slightly more careful literally at the level where we are as of right now is because of different indicators. After we go through the indicators, of course, I also want to share with you what has been happening on XRP and also on Ethereum. But nevertheless, let me right now do share with you what has been happening on different indicators on the RSI and the money flow indicator on the 4-hour time frame, because both of those indicators are as of right now already forming quite a significant bearish divergence at the area where Bitcoin is as of right now. Lower high on RSI, lower high on money flow, higher high on the Bitcoin chart itself. So that pretty much means bearish divergence is being present, which definitely it is going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication. That is why, once again, you really should know what you are right now doing at this specific level if you're actually buying right there, simply because it's a major level, and additionally, we are forming some bearish divergences. Additionally, what we can right now see on Ethereum and XRP. Ethereum, if we are going to be able to see another very slight push toward the upside in the next couple of hours, could potentially see the first daily close above this major diagonal area of resistance. Now, this specific push towards the upside, in my opinion, was only manipulation, was only some kind of a trap, but nevertheless, we should be able to close our first daily candle if in the next couple of hours we are going to be able to continue just slightly more towards the upside. Additionally, on Ethereum, you can right now see we also got another very slight push towards the upside, and we have already taken the liquidity above the recent high at approximately 1,836 US dollars. And why so? Because once again, liquidation levels are usually one of the best levels you can pay attention to, and on the 3-day and also on the 48-hour chart, switching to the Ethereum right here, you can notice we got some liquidations exactly right here. That is why usually we want to react a lot of people before actually seeing a bigger reversal, in this case towards downside. So that is why I am telling you, potentially we can still right now go higher, potentially we can still wreck some people, we go towards our golden Fibonacci ratio, our weekly, and only then do see a bigger push towards downside. I am managing my risk in a case we are going to literally explode towards a brand new all-time high. I am still holding long positions, however, those long positions are not as big as they were before because I paid myself, I took some profits, but in a case right now we do see push towards downside, of course, I am right now holding a brand new short or a sell position on the Bitcoin chart itself. That is why if you want to get a free 8,000 US dollar bonus without KYC, no VPN, click the second link down below, because only after you're going to register, you're going to get 10 USDT and a 20% deposit bonus after you deposit on your account. And also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.